Love God, love people. It's pretty simple, right? Talk about that at this church, right? Love God, love people. That's the guy's answer. But not just any kind of love. This merciful, compassionate, deep love. You love God with your heart, soul, mind, and strength, like all-encompassing love. Not just a gesture towards love, but this is something really deep inside you. And you show this same sort of love, a merciful love, towards people who are hurting, or towards, in this case, he says, towards your neighbor. Love God, love people. And Jesus is like, his answer back to this guy is like, bingo, bro, you get it. Mic drop, you are done. Well done, good answer. You understand the heart of God here. And it would have been awesome if this guy just stopped right there and didn't say another word. Because he asked the question, Jesus loves his answer, great, we're good here, just walk away. But the guy speaks up again, and you're like, ooh, don't say that, you know? Have you ever, it's like watching Bambi walk out into the hunter's sights, you know? You're just like, oh, don't step there, Bambi, that's not gonna go well for you, you know? You know that person in class who just says a little bit too much when you're in school? I was actually that person in my school. I just like said the thing everyone was thinking and then got in trouble. This guy is a little bit like that. He opens his mouth one more time and he says this, but he, and Luke tells us his motive, it says, but he, desiring to justify himself, said to Jesus, and who is my neighbor? Such a lawyer thing to say, right? The answer was there. Love God, love God and love your neighbor. And this guy goes, yeah, but hold on, one point of clarification. Who is my neighbor? In other words, do I have to love everybody? Like, just let me know, Jesus, like, who counts? That's his question. Who counts? Who actually matters when it calls to show love? Because I can't love everybody. There's just a lot of people out there and whatever. And in response to that question, Jesus tells the story. I'm just going to read the whole thing. You may have heard it before. Jesus replied, a man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among robbers who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead. Now, by chance, a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So likewise, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he journeyed, came to where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. He went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he set him on his own animal and brought him to an inn and took care of him. And the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, take care of him, and whatever more you spend, I will repay you when I come back. Which of these 3 do you think proved to be a neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers? He said, the one who showed him mercy. And Jesus said to him, you go and do likewise.